Good evening, gamers, and welcome to Highscore Headquarters, a show where we dive deep into pixelated perils and virtual victories.
Get ready to level up as we crank a combo of current gaming events with a few side quests on the way. Stay in the queue, you won't want to miss it. Our main quest for tonight begins with Blizzcon 2023 and the attached Overwatch World Cup quarterfinals.
We also have a look into some recent releases, including Nintendo's newest release of a beloved classic platformer.
And finally, we'll discuss one of the biggest mergers in gaming history. All of that and more tonight on Highscore Headquarters.
Today marked the beginning of the Overwatch World Cup quarterfinals on the main stage at Blizzcon 2023. The day started with Korea up against Canada at noon, with Korea taking the set 3-1. Canada put up a hard fight, winning 5-4 on the hybrid map Blizzard World, but it wasn't enough to pull a win against Korea's Lijiang Tower Control and New Junk City Flashpoint dominations. The first match was followed by the opening ceremony for BlizzCon 2023. Dion Rogers, the art director for Overwatch, came on stage to announce the newest Overwatch hero, Mauga. Mauga is a tank hero hailing from the independent nation of Samoa. He uses two miniguns, one named Gunny and the other Cha-Cha. Gunny is equipped with incendiary rounds that light enemies on fire, and Cha-Cha fires steady fire bullets that deal critical damage to burning targets. Mauga's other abilities include Overrun, described as an unstoppable charge, Cardiac Overdrive, which is a damage and healing buff for himself and his team, and Cage Trap, which locks enemies in a closed area with Mauga. Mauga will release alongside the Season 8 Battle Pass on December 5th.
Alongside the new hero announcement were a few updates on the future of Overwatch, including the announcement of the new game mode, Clash, a new map, Hanoaka, and a tease for the next few heroes, a DPS and a support. Following the opening ceremony of BlizzCon was the next round of the Overwatch World Cup with China versus USA. The United States put up a valiant effort this afternoon, but it wasn't enough to get a single win against the Chinese team. China took a win home on all three maps, taking Lijiang Tower, Midtown, and even the USA's team pick of New Junk City. This win will send them to the semifinals to duke it out with the Korean team tomorrow. Later tonight, Great Britain will take on Finland, followed by Saudi Arabia versus Spain. Those games will determine which teams will play in the semifinals tomorrow. I personally think Britain will win, but that's just me.
That's an opinion.
Yeah. Up next, we'll be passing the baton over to our players to tell you about all their favorite games. Stay plugged in, you don't want to miss it.
So what's your favorite video game?
Well, I don't think I could really do anything justice other than saying Halo Reach, which was the first game I think I ever really loved.
Despite the Sonic background, I would have to say my favorite video game is Stardew Valley.
My favorite video game is Super Mario Galaxy.
I loved Paper Mario, Pikmin, Luigi's Mansion, loved playing all that with my brother.
Titanfall 2. Or Destiny 2 works as well.
It's Pokemon Heart Gold. It's a banger.
Insainiquarium, Feeding Frenzy.
My favorite game is Overwatch, or Overwatch 2 as it now is.
I played Halo before it came out when I was a little kid with my cousins, and when it first came out, I remember all the commercials, and I remember thinking how cool it looked, and then the story of it, how it ends before you even play it.
It was one of the first multiplayer games I got back into in a while, and it reconnected me with one of my best friends. And we play it all the time now, and it is currently now my #1 most played game on Steam, topping over 127 hours right now.
Basically everything I know, it's how I got social, it's how I've done everything in my life since I was a wee little lad.
I'm really looking forward to kind of just talking about video games in general, because I think people have some interesting things to say.
It introduced us to the wonderful woman that is Rosalina. Every girl wanted to be her. She's such a role model. She's such a baddie, okay?
I remember it being the first game that I ever had to myself when I first got my DSi.
But it's this journey rather than the destination, as you get attached to all the characters. And I don't know, I really think it's kind of fun how you get to customize your own Spartan and put yourself in the boots of Noble Six as all this is going down.
I had a bunch of other options. I went to say Power Wash Simulator, I went to say Minecraft, maybe Undertale, but just Stardew Valley feels like the right one.
My stepbrother, not really stepbrother at the time, but it's okay, got Soul Silver, which I was fine with, because objectively, is Lugia better? Yes. Was I a little boy and did I like Ho-Oh more because he was red? Yes.
and it's just a very fun game. I was really good at it too, which helps.
As you can see, I'm wearing an LA Gladiator shirt and also Toronto Defiant pants. This is just the many parts of my collection, including Hangzhou Spark, Guangzhou Charge, and hopefully a Vancouver Titans thing soon before the Overwatch League maybe dies, but...
Video games. Gamers. Mountain Dew. I don't drink Mountain Dew, but Mountain Dew and Doritos. Games. Do you consider yourself a gamer?
Yes. Yes, I do. I do consider myself a gamer.
Nice.
Yep.
I hope you enjoyed getting to know the faces of our show. Speaking of faces, hello, I'm Liv Moody, and I'm here to tell you about the latest game releases. To start us off, the end of October has brought us a double header of 2 major releases with Super Mario Bros. Wonder and Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Super Mario Bros. Wonder is the latest installment from Nintendo's long-running Super Mario Bros. Series. SGTV gamer Doug Andreuzzi has a review for us on this title. What have you got for us, Doug?
Super Mario Wonder is the latest entry in a long line of 2D Mario platformers, and the first one released for the Nintendo Switch. Well, except for New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, and Mario Maker 2, and the games available for the NES and SNES online. Much like its predecessors, what the game lacks in difficulty, it more than makes up for in charm. Both the aesthetic and animations are the best in the series. You can play in the foreground or the background, the stages will be shrouded in silhouette, Goombas actually bite the player instead of awkwardly bumping into you. Along with the aesthetics and animations, the other major change to Mario Wonder are the badges. These badges can completely change the way you approach a level and do anything from giving coins for killing enemies, to giving Mario a parachute, to giving the player a mid-air double jump. Some of these have the potential to completely bypass certain puzzles, but are never required, so if you're like me and just want to use a coin magnet, you will not be kept from any necessary collectibles, such as the Wonder Seeds. Collecting a Wonder Flower in the middle of a stage has all kinds of different effects. You might turn into a Goomba, or the level will become top-down, or you might get chased by Shadow Mario. Finding out what each Wonder Flower did was a huge chunk of my excitement on my first playthrough, and I never found one that I didn't like, at least the first time it happened. There are also 3 brand new power-ups alongside the returning Fire Flower. First, the Drill can kill enemies above you and let you bury into the ground and ceiling. Elephant Mario has a trunk attack that can hit objects in front of you, but also has a larger hurt box. Finally, if you had told me that one of my favorite power-ups would be the Bubble Flower, I would have laughed, but its ability to defeat many enemies that others can't and go through walls to boot is fantastic, and it comes with the ability to jump off the bubbles for good measure. The final new system is the online play, which sadly does not allow you to play true multiplayer, but instead places ghosts of other players through the level at the same time. Players can emote and play standees in an attempt to work together, and when you die, you will become a ghost, which can be saved either by players or their standees. The standees especially can be a little broken, allowing for plenty of cheese, but a healthy amount of cheese is always welcome in my eyes. All in all, the game is fantastic. Some might even say wonderful. While some of the Wonder Flower powers are used more than I would like, and the game could do with 1 or 2 more power-ups, overall I found the entire experience a fun time. Except they removed the triple jump, so never mind, 0 out of 10.
Thanks, Doug. You can find Super Mario Bros. Wonder in stores and on the Nintendo eShop exclusively on Nintendo Switch. Next, we have Marvel's Spider-Man 2, a highly anticipated sequel to the 2018 open-world title from Insomniac Games. Spider-Man 2 features an ever-familiar web-swinging and wall-crawling adventure, returning to the streets of New York as not just 1, but 2 friendly neighborhood Spider-Men. Players can put on the mask as either Peter Parker or Miles Morales to take down iconic Spider-Man villains like Kraven and Venom in an even larger New York than the first game, now including Brooklyn and Queens. This single-player adventure swung itself onto shelves and the PlayStation Store on October 20th and is currently a PlayStation 5 exclusive. Our final recent release of the night is an unexpected sequel for a 20-year-old title from the Behemoth Games, Alien Hominid Invasion. Alien Hominid Invasion is a, quote, co-op run and gun packed with chaos, mayhem, and a whole lot of explosions, end quote. The sequel features couch co-op up to 4 players and a non-linear level experience, meaning players can choose which areas to invade in any order. Players will notice that this entry features a health bar rather than a one-hit death, allowing players more survivability than in the first game. The original Alien Hominid was a Flash game released in 2002 during the Newgrounds era and was later ported to all other consoles under the name Alien Hominid HD. Alien Hominid Invasion released on November 1st and is available on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, and Windows. That's everything from me for this episode of Highscore Headquarters. Make sure to tune in next time and stay up to date on everything gaming.
Now, for the next level of our adventure, we have some big news about the biggest acquisition in gaming history. On October 13th, Microsoft and Activision Blizzard officially completed their deal, in which Microsoft acquired the California-based company for $68.7 billion. Microsoft announced its intention to buy Activision Blizzard back in January of 2022. But unlike its relatively smooth acquisitions of studios like Bethesda and Rareware, the deal was almost brought to a halt several times. The United States Federal Trade Commission, European Union, and UK's Competitions and Markets Authority all bore down on Xbox and Activision Blizzard, worried that the merger would create a monopoly in the gaming market. The US Senate brought up its own concerns in 2022 with workers' rights, referencing the wave of sexual harassment and other allegations issued against the company in the previous year of 2021. They believed that the acquisition could, quote, further disenfranchise these workers and prevent their voices from being heard, end quote. With Activision Blizzard under their belt, Microsoft can add titles like Call of Duty and Overwatch to their grand repertoire of games. Other big titles the company owns are Minecraft, Forza, Halo, Skyrim, and even Candy Crush.
During the BlizzCon opening ceremony, Phil Spencer made a surprise appearance. The acclaimed CEO of Microsoft Gaming gave a brief speech where he name-dropped significant Blizzard titles like StarCraft and World of Warcraft. Spencer did not drop any further news on his speech. He ended his piece by promising that Xbox would, quote, nurture the essence of what has made Blizzard unique and empower our new colleagues in a culture of trust, inclusion, and collaboration, end quote. As an Overwatch fan, I sure hope they do.
I agree with you there.
That wraps up our final news story of tonight. Now it's time for us to show you something that we've been cooking up outside of the studio. We hope you enjoy.
When you think about it, this game is a lot like communism. We're doing it.
Yeah, we're ready.
All right.
Yeah, we're doing it. We're so
I've
back.
been waiting for this. I mean, it's been weeks.
Months, maybe years.
Maybe a decade. Actually, I've been waiting 22 years. This is one of my favorite games of all time. Essentially what you do is you feed the fish and you kill aliens.
Right.
And you collect money, just like that.
I wish I could collect money by raising fish. What would
Now-
you say is the big appeal for this game?
Ooh. You know, raising
stinky.
fish in real life is difficult.
Yes.
But doing it virtually is wonderful. And then saving them, there's aliens? I mean, come on. I have lost keyboards over this game. Just from drooling onto them. Ooh.
Oh, vicious aliens about
See
to
this?
enter your
Look, you
tank.
can even drag.
What in the world? Why did they let you do that?
Think about games that let you do that now.
Just drag the
Think of a
window for no
single game
reason.
that lets you do that.
I don't think any UI lets me drag around like that.
Not like that, not anymore. When I was a kid, like, I loved just like these little sprite animation things. I wanted to eat them so bad.
You've heard it here first, folks. Bill Frye is a fish.
Oh,
And when Bill Frye sees fish food, he starts salivating at the mouth.
another reason I lost so many keyboards. Lost so many computers. See, I guarantee you're not gonna find any other game that is this amazing.
Could you explain the objective to our dear viewers? Like, what are you trying to get to with each tank?
So with each tank, you're essentially trying to get these eggs, get enough pets, and really just move on. It's already so distracting. You feed the fish, you let them get bigger. Later there's crazier fish that like require more logistics to like handle. And so initially you're supposed to get past, essentially you're supposed to get past 4 tanks. There's a final boss, and then you win. I put some hours into this game. Oh.
Hi, boss.
Boss.
Hi.
What's
God,
up?
hi.
What's up?
Excuse me. I'm so sorry. That's all I wanted. Play on, friend.
What's up with the
Yeah.
piranha guy? Does he eat small fish? Oh,
Big or little. Look at that, and then a diamond.
That's $200.
It gives you so much more money.
What's the little guy?
Whoa,
Some guy.
Little guy.
someone's here.
Desk pet. Ethan, no, Ethan,
Wow.
Ethan. I'm gonna kill them. We're good.
Ethan doesn't know he's on this episode.
Oh no.
Ethan doesn't know that he's heavily featured in this episode. I don't know what to do about this, guys. I need help. There's a doorknob back here. No wonder it's not working. I'm gonna.
Oh no.
Okay, there we go.
There's so much clicking going on.
There is. I'm saying, like, in a second, I'm gonna be fully, like, it's just gonna make me blink out. Like, I'm not even gonna be able to. I'm not even gonna be able to talk. Like, this is, it's getting there.
It's the game ever.
If the sequel to this game came out tomorrow,
Insainiquarium Deluxe 2.
Insainiquarium Deluxe 2, I would
Or would it
spend,
be Insainiquarium 2 Deluxe?
I would spend $100 on it.
What's the level above Insane?
Bonkers.
Bonkers Aquarium.
Bonkers Aquarium. Without hesitation.
Popcat Games.
If
Drop Bonkers Aquarium tomorrow, you've made yourself a major profit. Sometimes they just miss the food.
Yeah, they're not smart fish.
Otherwise it'd be called Smart Aquarium.
Yeah. These fish are dumb. You see the fingers real quick on this?
Yeah.
On that alien?
He was like,
well, it's just like, but
he's rocking.
yeah. When I was a kid, I would go to church
Right.
after playing hours of this game. The deacons or whatever would like come down the aisle, like offering plates, and I would just be like this, like just like 4 years old, just going, you know, just like in the middle of church. 17 years later, I played this game with my sister, and so I was telling her, I was like, yeah, when I was a kid, I just like did this all the time because of those aliens. And she was like, are you serious? And I was like, yeah. And she said, she was like, I remember like, our parents being like concerned about like the hand thing, and like they took me to a doctor to like get me checked to like make sure everything was fine. Like it was that concerning. Like I swear, like that is
Insainiquarium has done things to Bill Frye.
It really has. That's my big story.
So yeah, you just have a clicking macro on your mouse.
I do. I have cheated at this game.
Is that considered morally correct and right?
It might be a sin. This is my favorite fish, I would say.
The pregnant fish.
The pregnant fish.
Why is that, Bill Frye?
It gives birth. This is the equivalent of like a fish tank in my living room right now.
You have a swordfish in your fish tank in your living room.
Yeah.
How'd you manage that one?
When you think about it, this game is a lot like communism.
Yeah.
Think about it for a minute.
I'll think about it.
They're paying.
No, he
oh
died.
my god!
I'm so bad. It's so over.
I've always loved fish, man. Like, I like aquariums.
Fish are so awesome.
Yeah.
I'm choosing Zorf. Bro, Zorf's funny, and also I keep forgetting to feed my fish, so he's helpful.
You might be able to help.
See, look. Look at that. Look at him. I haven't clicked once.
Okay.
Zorf's goated. Oh.
Wow. I didn't eat a one.
He didn't feel like it. He thought it was rude, so he didn't want to eat one. He's just shooting all of his food in the corner. Zorf, come back here. I think Zorf should be the Highscore Headquarters mascot, actually, because he's green. Just like the
I like that. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Zorf is our new mascot. Someone eat that. Oh, wrong one. Enemy approaching. Where? I'm ready. I'm ready.
Go up, 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 up.
It's okay. Only one death. Only one death. This is truly an insane aquarium.
It's pretty crazy.
I am truly mesmerized by those fish. Thank you, Bill and JW, for providing that special feature for us. With that said, I am once again Liv Moody, and I am back to bring you some updates on exciting upcoming releases. To start us off, we have Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl 2, a sequel to the platform fighting game from Nickelodeon and Game Mill Entertainment. In Nick All-Stars Brawl 2, you can duke it out as some of your favorite characters, fully voiced, from Nickelodeon shows such as SpongeBob, Danny Phantom, Garfield, Jimmy Neutron, and many more. The game will feature an all-new story mode, arcade modes, and a boss rush challenge. Nick All-Stars Brawl 2 will release on November 7th on PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and Windows. The game is rated E10 for everyone 10 and up. Next up, we have Like a Dragon Gaiden, The Man Who Erased His Name, a spin-off of Sega's Yakuza Like a Dragon series. The Man Who Erased His Name will feature three-dimensional beat-em-up action similar to that of the previous Yakuza Like a Dragon games. Fans will reprise their role as Kazuma Kiryu in this title, a protagonist who faked his own death and abandoned his name to protect his family. The game boasts a, quote, gripping action narrative with bone-shattering combat in vibrant locations filled with exciting characters and activities, end quote. This anticipated spin-off will drop on November 8th for the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, and Windows. The game is rated M for mature. And finally, we have Coral Island, a new independent title from Stairway Games. A fresh take on classic farming simulators, Coral Island lands players on a tropical island surrounded by diverse townfolk and beautiful water environments. The game features over 70 characters, romance options, island restoration, mining, fishing, and seasonal events for each of the yearly climates. Coral Island dives onto Windows, Xbox, Linux, and Nintendo Switch on November 14th and is rated E10 for everyone 10 and up. Personally, I'm most excited for Coral Island. I'm such a big fan of games where you get to go around and create your own story. What are you most interested in? Please leave a comment below to let us know. After the break, we'll be sending it over to Bradlee and Jacob to close out this episode of Highscore Headquarters with a fun activity. Don't eject us just yet.
It's almost time for us to log off for this episode of Highscore Headquarters, but don't leave so soon.
As you may know already, we are gamers, so we know video games.
But, dear viewer, you may ask, how well do we really know video games?
Well, today we're going to be put into the knowledge of the test with a little something called Guess the Game.
The rules are simple. We're going to be given 5 screenshots or clips from a video game, and we have to guess what game it is.
Let's jump right into it. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Legend of Zelda whatever. It's something Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
This is an N64 or GameCube game. I can guarantee you
the graphics definitely say that.
Is that correct?
Is it correct?
Crazy.
I've never played a Zelda game in my life.
Really?
No.
Not even Breath of the Wild?
Actually, I played the one Triforce Heroes.
Really?
Yeah.
Are there multiple?
Oh, it's like there's 5 of them.
5 screenshots.
Yeah,
there's 5.
Okay.
Or clips.
Next one.
Ooh.
Oh, so wait, does it start with this one? Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So this is the second one.
Oh.
I don't know this one.
Oh, so I got it already. I'm sorry, I've duped your test.
Oh, it's from the same game.
I was gonna say, yeah, isn't this also Ocarina of Time?
I thought they were all different games.
Yeah, gotcha.
Can I see the other ones too? That one, yeah.
How's that gonna help?
I also thought it was 5 different screenshots from 5 different games.
Yeah, I thought it was 5 different ones.
That would have given it away.
No.
That right there would have given it away. Oh, that would.
Yeah,
that's literally Link. Wait, that's Zelda.
Oh my God.
That's Zelda.
Twilight Princess.
Zelda's the princess. God.
But that's Peach. No.
Well, it looks like our controller's about to run out of battery, so unfortunately we're gonna have to sign off for tonight's episode of Highscore Headquarters.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram, X, and Facebook at SGTV at USC.
To keep up with all of our content, be sure to also visit us online at sgtv@usc.com. For SGTV, I'm Bradlee Logan.
And I'm Jacob Purdue. From all of us here at SGTV, had a great night, gamers, and that's game over.
You